Kișkădaga Cement Works, western Romania. Instead of burning gas or oil, the factory is now powered by burning waste, like these piles of tyres outside the factory. A few dozen metres away, several family farms. The residents are appalled by the incineration.
I had 4 apple trees there and they all dried up. I replanted them. We spent our whole time replanting to replace dead trees. Look at these walnut trees. I'm going to have to cut them down too.
Marius says all the bees on his farm have died since the factory began rubbish incineration. Marius and his neighbour Ottilia say it's also affecting their health.
We take all sorts of antidepressants. There's a lot of dust. The air that reaches us, it burns our throats. We can no longer breathe it. You can smell burning tires, burning materials. They burn anything.
The cement works have always been a source of pollution, but it's gotten worse since they set up the rubbish burning business.
Marius and Ottilia show us deposits of particles that build up every day in a thick layer on the garden furniture and windowsills.
Imagine what's in our lungs.
While the residents describe a daily ordeal, the cement company assures us it has invested 13 million euros in the factory to ensure all environmental guidelines are met. But it turns down our requests for an interview. 200 kilometres away, the border town of Nadlac. Customs officers here recently impounded a batch of medical waste sent from Italy, hidden in a truck carrying all kinds of rubbish. It was headed for the cement works to be burned. The environmental unit stopped it.
In the past, in lorries supposedly carrying tyres from Germany, Austria and Italy, we have found car batteries and other rubbish classed as highly dangerous mixed in with the tyres.
But the inspectors have limited powers. Only a few yearly border checks are made, meaning much gets through. Every week, dozens of skips of rubbish from Western Europe enter Romania illegally, says prosecutor Teodor Nitsa, who specialises in environmental cases. He's angry. He says Romania lacks the legal weapons to tackle the problem.
One of the solutions would be to standardize prices across Europe. If we did that, Romania would stop being attractive and the game would be over. But the government won't do that. They don't see that there are solutions to the problem. Rubbish is sent here because it's economically attractive. 17 euros a ton, compared to 250 in Western Europe.
Incinerating rubbish here is cheap. It's also completely legal for incinerators to burn more than 100 different types of rubbish. The Romanian law is particularly flexible, which worries environmental NGOs in Bucharest. They say proper environmental impact assessments aren't carried out.
The cement kilns owners are requested to send data regarding their emissions, but there is no independent study on that because there is no available public laboratory. We do not have a proper evaluation on the health effects on the people in the surrounding areas, which is really sad because there are about 100,000 of such people living in the neighboring area around the 7 cement kilns.
Among the 100,000 people directly affected, Marius and his family. In the area close to their little farm in Kișkădaga, doctors have reported numerous cases of cancer.
We're all going to get sick. It's just a matter of time. Today, tomorrow. There are so many sick people around here that I don't know if even 10% of the population is still healthy. My message to Europeans is that everyone has the right to live. Everyone has the right to breathe clean air. We're not against the factory, but that has to be in accordance with rules that respect anti-pollution laws.
Romanians are becoming increasingly worried since last year China banned the burning of certain types of rubbish on its territory. China used to incinerate much of the world's waste. Marius and his neighbours don't want their country becoming the next rubbish tip for Western Europe.